Hi, this is Mr. D, and I'm going to take you through how to access your Mr. D Math online gradebook. The first thing that's going to happen, if you notice here, you can see the email address it will come from is grades@mrdmath.com. So what you're going to do is check your email. You'll receive an invite of how to go in and log in to get this. So I'm going to go in to where I was given an invite, and it says here it came from grades@mrdmath.com to my email address, and it says here, click here to open your book, and it's got my name on it, Mr. D, so I know that's my grade book. So I know to go ahead and click on that, and it comes to the Google Docs homepage where I can see that I don't have an account yet with this particular email address, so I'm going to come in and I'm going to sign up for an account. And when I do, it's going to ask for my current email address, which was the one that I was invited by, and that's Mr. D@mrdmath.com. So I'm going to type that in. Then I'm going to pick a password. And after I pick a password, I'm going to come down and I'm going to put that password in again, just to make sure that it's the same password. I do live in the United States. It's going to ask to put your birthday in, so I'm going to put in my birthday. And then it's going to ask me to type in the information that I see below here. And sometimes these are a little hard to see. If you can't see it, just have it resend it again. And I agree to the terms of service, so I'm going to say this and go ahead and create my account, and in it goes. So now it says this: my account creation has been confirmed, and there's my username. And it's going to now say, okay, I want to go back, and I'm going to go back to my email, because in my email I'm going to receive an email from the Google Doc, and when it does, it's going to come in and it's going to give me that email to tell me that I've actually got in and I've been approved, and I can go in and start using and sharing the program. And there's my account verification, so I say very good. And it's all done. Click the following link, so I'm going to, and it's going to take me right in now. I don't need to add a mobile phone number. I'm just going to click here to continue. Now I'm going to accept the invitation from grades@mrdmath.com. When I do, it's going to open up my gradebook. And here's my gradebook. So it's talked about protected ranges. We don't need to know about that. I'm going to tell it dismiss. Now, I want to go ahead and show you here where you see where there's a grade in Chapter 1 but not in Chapter 2. And I want to show you how that happens so you know how to use your gradebook. This gradebook on the course grade is going to walk you through step by step how to enter all of your grades at any time. So now that I've gone in and I've actually looked and see I've completed Chapter 1, I see my grade, but Chapter 2 I haven't completed, and that's why it tells me there's a division by 0 error, because there's no grades in for Chapter 2. So I'm going to take you into Chapter 2, and I can see down at the bottom there's my course grade, and then I can go to any of the chapters in the course, including my exams, and it's going to walk me through each one. So I'm going to go to Chapter 2, where I haven't entered any grades yet. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and here's how it works. I put in the number correct and the total problems for each section, and I also have what's called an integrity grade. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and I'm going to say, well, when am I going to promise to do my coursework for the week? And I like to do a section every day. So today's August the 9th, so I'm going to type that in, and then I noticed that I actually got it done on August the 9th. So I did just what I said. So when I do just what I say, I'm going to get 100% for my integrity grade for that day. Now I decided to do one every day, and so I'm going to type in each of the dates for the next week so that I put in and say that I'll be able to do a section a day, just like I was planning to do with my own time management, good practice that I have, and I put it in each day, and I'm going to come in, and then I'll go back and find out as I've done the work, when did I actually get it done? Now, most of the time you're going to work on a couple of sections, up to 3, maybe sometimes 4 sections a week, so you'll just be planning this out, but I want to see you have an opportunity to look at an entire chapter and what it looks like. So on this day, I did pretty good. I got my grade done when I said, and I did it again. But on the 12th of August, well, something came up and I couldn't get it done that day, so I got it done on the 13th. So I will only get a 90% for that day. As you see, if it's one day late, enter 90. The other 2 days I got 100, so I'm pretty happy there. So I'm going to put in 100 for each of those so you can see just how this works. And if you notice, I'm just typing in right where those boxes are. Now the next time I did pretty good, and then the next time I did pretty good. On the 15th, however, well, that's my brother's birthday, and I wanted to spend some time with him, and he surprised me and flew into town, so I didn't get to do my work that day. I did it a day late, but I did make up the work, and I did 2 sections on the next day, which let me be right back in the integrity as I had promised to do. So what I notice here is on the 15th I get a 90. On the other days I'm going to get 100. So I come in, I'm going to enter those as I do, and I'm going to see each time it calculates my grade, and it gives me my final integrity grade of 97.8%. Which is a pretty nice grade for keeping my word of when I said I was going to do my work. All right, well, now I notice that I want to go in and I've graded all of my work, and I want to see. On the first section, there were 20 problems. On the next section, there were 15, and there was 15 again. In the next section, 16, 18, and then 15 and 15, and I got down to section 8, 2.8, where there was 18. On the test, there were 40 problems. Now I'm going to go in and put in how many I got correct in each one. So I did good on the first section. I got 19. On the second section and the third section, section I got 100%, and if you notice, every time I put in a number in yellow right here, it's changing and calculating the grade for me. Then I got 14 out of 16, I got 17 out of 18, 15 out of 15, 15 out of 15 again, 18 out of 18 in the last section. I'm doing pretty good here. On the test, I did great. I got a 38 out of 40, and there's my grade, 96.3. When I go back to my course grade, it's going to show me now, not only has Chapter 1 been updated, but so has Chapter 2. When I finish Chapter 3, it's going to calculate my Quarter 1 grade. When I finish Chapters 4, 5, and 6, it'll calculate my Quarter 2 grade. When I put in my semester exam, it will then calculate my Semester 1 grade, and I will have my grade book all set and ready. I can print this out. I can put it in my transcript, so I have exactly what I need. One thing about, as you look here, let's take a look at this formula, and you'll see anytime you click on something where there's a formula, you can actually see what the formula looks like, and feel free to take a look at this so you can see how it works. Here's what happens, and here's the way it's based, and you can see here, here's how everything is based right here. Coursework is 50% of your grade. Tests are 40% of your grade, and the integrity grade is worth 10%. If you're interested in how to do formulas in Excel, this is what it looks like. It's going to take up here, and it's going to sum the first 8 lessons and then times it. Take the average of it, times it by 50%, add in the test by 40%, and then the integrity grade by 10%. So just for those of you that are interested in seeing how to do that and work with it, that's what it'll do, and that's how it works. Okay, so now you've had a chance to see what that looks like. If you ever have a situation where you find that you were unable to work the formula out or something didn't notice here that I went in and was like, oh, I messed the formula up. Well, all you have to do is send me an email, and you can say, hey, I have a problem here with my form, and I need to get the calculation put back in. I'll fix it for you, and you'll be all set, ready to go. Okay, so now I want to go and I want to share this, and I want to share it back and say, hey, I've completed this, and I might want to send it to my mom or whoever else is in there to look at it, and I've said, yes, I'm done, I want to share that, and now it's been shared, and now that it's been shared, all the changes are saved, and now I can go in and I can work with it. And if you find that you're running into a problem, just send me an email or write me a note when you're sending it in. If you notice here, you see now I've got to correct that formula, so I'm going to go in and correct the formula. By the way, for me it's a very easy thing to do to correct the formula. All I have to do is go back to the chapter that's got a similar formula. For me it's very simple. I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to go right back into Chapter 2. I'm going to put that formula in, and there's my grade, and then when I go back to my course grade, it's all updated and everything's good again. So it's really that easy to fix it, and you're feel free to work with this. I can always reload one if you need to, so very easy to do. Okay, well that'll walk you through in how to access your Mr. D Math online gradebook. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at grades@mrdmath.com. Hope that makes it nice and simple for you. Have fun with that online gradebook, and look forward to working with you in your courses that you're taking this year.